close mouth will not catch flies. This is a proverb coming from Veneto, an Italian region very rich in tradition and customs. Its original translation is Bocca serano ciapa mosche, which translated in modern Italian is Bocca chiusa non si prendono mosche. I found out that this same proverb was adapted in other Italian regions. Indeed, in Sardinia people say "en bocca serrata non entra mosca", while in Campania, the region where I live, is "ca bocca chiusa non si piglia la mosca". I realized that the meaning changed according by the regions. Both in Veneto language and in Sardinian language, it means that if you shut up, you won't get anything. You won't get anything. How many times we would have liked to say something and in the end we didn't tell it? It often happens to me. Maybe because of my shyness, I don't know. For example, sometimes when I visit some new places and I lose myself, I don't want to ask information or any help because I would like to be able to make it by myself. But thinking carefully, I understand that this isn't a good behavior. In fact, when my mother knows that I behave like this, she always scolds me with two proverbs that are well linked with the one I choose. That is to say, chiedere non costa nulla, to ask doesn't cost anything, or chi domanda non fa errori, who asks never makes mistakes, and if we pay attention, it's really like this. But let's come back to the proverb I chose. In Campania, the meaning is even reversed. In fact, it means that it's better to be silent rather than to say some silly thing. In fact, it's if true that if one doesn't speak, nothing gets. It's equally true that sometimes we would need to learn to stay in silence to avoid cutting a poor figure. How many times weren't we able to keep our mouth closed with unpleasant consequences? I don't know about you, but once again I can give you an example about me. I'm aware I have a bad habit, even if I haven't been doing it for a long time. When down streets of my city, Salerno, somebody who probably doesn't know where to go asks me for some information and I'm not able to answer it. Indeed, I can't stand when this happens. So just to say something, I give some random information, even if I might have sent it in the opposite direction. I'm even able to say, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but I don't come from Salerno. To conclude, I would like you a question. In your opinion, what would happen if the proverbs had never existed? My answer is that without them, our countries would be poorest in tradition, resulting in depletion and impairment of the language, because they leave us, they leave us traces of our past and of the culture of each country. Thank you.
Right, that's the end of the first session. We will have